Do you know that why some lectures, presentation or speech are very boring and you feel like either jumping out of the window or sleeping there and then and not concentrating any more on the lecture? Well, that's the purpose of today's video, and I'll be outlining the reason that why some lectures are very boring and how you can overcome that and add one single element to eliminate that aspect and make your lecture, presentation or speech memorable and stand out. So please watch the video till the end. In any communication, it's utmost to connect with your audience effectively through the right medium. Because if you are a good presenter, good debater, or a good lecturer, you have all the great contents, but you're not choosing the right medium to connect with your audience, there is every chance that your lecture, your speech, or for that sake any presentation will sound boring and the audience will not be able to get the concrete message out of your presentation. I'll give you an example. I bet most of you would have had boring professors. You know what they do? They have excellent lecture slides. They have excellent content, but all they do is to read from the slides or their lectures and not interact and connect with their audience, i.e. the students. And hence the lecture sounds boring and most of the students are sleeping in class. Because there is clearly a medium gap between the professor and the audience, and hence the message is not getting transferred effectively. I'll give you an example of what the correct medium is and how you can apply that. Let's now talk about the best medium to use when communicating effectively and engaging effectively with your audience. And you know what that method is? That method is really simple. That is to present your content in a narrative style. From narrative style, I mean in a storytelling style. Because according to human psychology, a human brain remembers the thing and is more engaged when things are presented in a narrative style. A human brain is more attracted towards stories than the plain facts. I remember from my childhood thousands of storybooks, thousands of novels, but I do remember and I still remember the moral messages in them, like don't trust the strangers, never talk to strangers, etc. Because I have been given that message through those storybooks in a narrative style, in a storytelling style, and hence that message is permanently ingrained in my mind. On the other hand, if I'm given the same moral story in a plain facts form, I won't remember that the next minute. So there you see the clear example and the power of narrating things in a storytelling style. In the same way, if professors, lecturers, debaters or teachers present their argument in a narrative style, trust me, students will remember that for their entire life. Giving example of my university life, when I was in the law school in UK, one of my teachers used to give a really good example about contract law using Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford was a fictional character, and thanks to Mr. Ford example, I remember the whole of English contract law, at least most of it, because I can relate that towards a narrative which literally got my attention during the whole lecture. When using this medium, it's utmost to understand the crowd and the audience to whom you'll be delivering this narrative in the form of your content. Because if you don't have a clear understanding of the mindset of the audience, there is every chance that your effort will go into waste. I'll give you an example. If I'm giving a lecture to a group of kids about color or shapes, what I can do is I can use the relevant examples from cartoons, comics, etc. So you see, I'm using the relevant examples which is relevant to the kids and merging that into the mainstream content. Hence, it's very important to understand the crowd and use relevant examples to narrate your story and to deliver a message across effectively. I understand that you cannot just master this skill by listening to this video. You need to practice. You need to apply this practically in your life. Considering that, I have arranged a free live interactive session for all of my subscriber and Facebook follower, which is absolutely free of cost. If you'd like to join us in the next live interactive session, please contact us via Facebook. The link is in the description. Please let me know about today's video and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.